I'm recording.
Well, let's first start off by saying hola gorditas because every time we do it, we get to the middle of the episode and we're like, saludos gorditas.
That's the point.
No, we have to say
Yes,
hello
I love
when
it.
we
I
start.
love it. I love doing it in the middle of everything because it works like my brain does,
right.
and my brain is all over the place.
Hold on, give me a second. Let me pause this because I need my phone.
Are you recording now?
Yeah.
Okay. What were we talking about? Oh,
Hola.
saludos gorditas. That's what we were talking about. Let's say hello to everyone before we start this time.
Nah,
Okay,
bro,
fine.
bye. So lame.
We'll say hello like 5 times throughout the show. Like, oh, by the way, saludos.
By the way, I don't know if we
Welcome.
mentioned this, but
Welcome to Gorditas Así and Qualified.
bienvenidos a Gorditas Así Unqualified.
All right. So
Wait, did Andy say hi?
Hola, bonitas.
she did.
Okay. Can I just say, because we started recording, oh my God! Your hair's gone!
It is
it.
gone. I love it too.
I freaking adore it. It looks so cute.
Thank you. It's like, okay, I've gotten my hair, like, it's an asymmetrical pixie cut, and I've gotten that before.
Mhm.
But it's like, I always show the person that cuts my hair, I always show them, like, the same pictures, and they always do it, like, a different way. Like, so it never looks the same. But I like how it turned out.
I saw you did 2 workouts yesterday.
I did, and I'm about to do 2 today, too.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting obsessed with working out?
No, but so in the mornings, I'm working out with my sister.
Mm-hmm.
And my cousin is also working out with us, but this week she's working late. But she's been pretty consistent too, and she wants to work out as well. So she likes the workouts that we've been doing. So me and my older sister, decided that we could do 2 workouts a day.
That's cool.
So did you just buy the thing and you just tell them what to do, or how's it working?
So I got a membership with Beachbody.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's a lot of people that talk crap about it.
Yeah,
but,
whatever.
Yeah, but to each his own. My coworker actually got me into it. And it was during like the really bad month that I had. So I was like, I need something. I need an outlet. And I had told her before, hey, if you need a workout buddy, count me in. We can do Zoom calls. And then she just told me to do Beachbody, and he was like, go for it.
Nice.
So I went for it, and so I have the membership, and I really want people to work out with, more so than trying to sell any product. Sorry, Beachbody. But it's really good. Like, the program is good itself because it has groups, it has accountability groups, consistency groups, and it has it's a one-stop shop. Like, you get your protein, you can get your Energizer, you can get all the stuff from them if you need to. And because technically I signed up as a coach, I get some of the benefits from it. So I sign people up, it's great. I can get people discounts and stuff, but I really just wanted to work out. And then my sister was like, oh, I want to join you. So I was like, let's just do Zoom calls, and if she likes it, then she can sign up if she wants to.
It's good to have people that help you stay on track and not get into a hole, we were talking about the last episode, getting a
it's really awesome. And I am horrible commitment, especially to myself and to working out, and I can never be consistent with working out, and I'm on week 3 now. This is probably the longest I've gone consistent working out almost every day. Since high school.
Good job.
I feel better. Like, I feel like my moods are better. Like, this week was a lot better than last week mentally. And so I feel a difference.
We were planning on going to work out yesterday, go to a waterfall, and enjoy some outside fresh air. And then it started raining here.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, well, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be raining where we're going. Yeah. And I looked at the weather and it said that it was a 40% chance of rain. And I was like, well, 40% is not 50%.
Yeah.
and I was like,
and it's 60% away from 100.
Yeah. I was like, typically if it's like 30, 40%, like there's a pretty
it might not
rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so I was like, let's just go and see if we are lucky.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole way we were driving there, it was raining the whole time, like off and on.
How long is the drive?
It was an hour and 30 minutes.
Okay.
But it was like drizzling here and there.
Mm-hmm.
It would let up a little bit, but the whole time we were driving, it was raining.
Yeah.
And Talia took a nap, and Yender and I were just chit-chatting.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like 10 minutes away, and I was like, it does not seem like it's gonna let up. And so I was like, go like check online to see if it's gonna go like get clear soon. Like, well, the app says there are rain clouds from now until like 6 p.m. tonight.
Oh gosh.
it was like 3:00, and I was like, we're not gonna wait around that long.
No. Mm-hmm.
And I don't think there's anything else around here for us to do. I was just like, let's just turn around and go back. And do you believe that when we were basically back to our apartment,
it stopped raining? Yeah.
I was pissed.
I do believe that, because that's the way things work out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like,
every time.
Fuck you, weather. But so we didn't get to go, and we went. So it was between Tallulah Gorge, which I had already been to all of these places, but Yender had never been. It was Tallulah Gorge or Amicalola Falls. And Tallulah Gorge has more stairs than Amicalola Falls does, but the Amicalola Falls are prettier in my opinion.
Yeah.
So he was like, well, what do you want to do? I was like, I want a really good workout. I want to sweat my ass off. And he was like, okay, then let's go to Tallulah Gorge. And I told him about the rope bridge. It's not complete rope, like it has wood also, but it's really cool to bounce on. So if you're on a rope bridge with me, I am the one to jump up and down and bounce the bridge. I love doing it. Anyway, so he was like, let's go to that one. And we got the carrier, so we didn't have to wear stroller convenience for Talia. And I was when I ordered, so it's been a long time for me to order a carrier because I'm a big girl, I'm a plus size girl, and so all the carriers, like most of the carriers don't fit plus size women, and you have to like search for specific ones that will fit, and typically the ones that fit plus size women are like the really expensive ones. But I found one with Lula Baby that had the waistband was big enough to fit around me, and they also sold extenders.
Oh, okay.
Just in case. So I bought the carrier plus an extender, but I didn't need the extender.
Oh, nice.
I was so excited when I didn't need the extender. I was like, that is a victory right there.
Yeah.
So, but I still got the extender just in case, like, I don't know if like family members want to carry her one day if we're like out. So I got it just in case. But
or if she gets bigger, I don't know. If you might,
maybe
as she grows. So
right. Yeah. But it was exciting to just be able to go and not have to worry about those things. But it was still upsetting that we didn't have. We couldn't. Do what we wanted to do. Yender was like, I was like, who's gonna carry her on the walk? Because whoever's not carrying her is carrying the backpack with all the food and water.
Oh, yeah.
And he picked up the backpack. He's like, I'm carrying Talia.
Yeah. Yeah. It's cute to watch the guys wear the
bead. He was excited too also. So, you guys want to go ahead and get into our episode?
Yes, let's do it.
This is enough chit chat.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how long this is going to take, because I was really interested in it.
Okay.
And every time we start recording, I'm like, we're going to do things a little differently. And to be honest with you, like, we're not typical. We have something different every freaking episode.
Yeah.
Anyway, so today I'm going to be talking to you guys about a murder case.
Murder, she wrote.
Murder.
So the case is called the Santa Claus murders.
Oh,
I don't know
Lord.
if you guys have heard of these. Have you heard of them?
Creepy as hell.
Not in that way, no.
I don't. Yeah, we'll have to. I have to listen to
Santa
the
Claus
story.
murders.
I don't think so. Maybe once you start going.
Maybe. Okay, so I was hoping, because I know you guys are really big fans of My Favorite Murder.
Yes.
Yes.
And
they haven't done a lot of Georgia ones, though. So
no,
so
they
haven't.
They
focus on a Georgia murder.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of hard to find a really good one that I like, because I wanted it to draw me in and make me interested.
Yeah.
So it took me a little bit to figure out which one, but I was up until like 12 o'clock last night, so that's why I only have 5 hours of sleep.
Oh. Homework. I'm sorry.
I know, but it's fine. It was fun. I enjoyed
it. I'm glad.
All right. So the Daniels family, lived in Vidalia, Georgia.
Oh, with those sweet onions.
Yes, and I got a whole bag of those. My mom gave them to me this weekend. 10 pounds of Vidalia onions. Those are the best.
Okay, so the fact that's in Vidalia, I have heard of a murder there, but I don't know if this is it.
Okay, so.
Also, be prepared to be interrupted.
Oh, that's what it's supposed to be.
Expecting to be interrupted.
All right. Cool.
So the family lived at the end of a cul-de-sac between two catfish ponds. So if you don't know where Vidalia, Georgia is, it's 70 miles from Savannah, Georgia. I thought
you were going to say if you don't know what a catfish is.
I think we all know where Vidalia is.
We know. If you went to Southern.
Yeah.
House?
And the city or the town claimed to be the city
that
loves children.
Both of you.
What?
She said whose house? And we.
Oh,
maybe when they start winning football games, we can.
We never listen to you.
Y'all some bitches.
Only whenever you do that type of stuff, anyway.
Wait, I completely
missed I think Andy and I are fans of football, but we're really fans of the social aspect of football.
Of the drinking.
Yes.
I mean, me too, though. Me too. But I get excited when they start running really fast towards the end zone.
Yeah, because then something's happening.
That's when I get really excited.
Yeah, I just like watching the kids play their little own game of football.
Oh, that is so cute.
Oh, yeah.
God, I miss college.
I know.
But I don't.
So, like I said, the city was called Santa Claus, and they claim to be the city that loves children.
Oh gosh, that's creepy already.
Starting off at an awful point.
This reminds me of Apple. What's his name?
Johnny Appleseed.
Yeah, as creepy as him. Creepy old man.
All right, so the Daniels had 7 children.
God damn! Were they Catholic?
So they
Mormons? Were they Mormons?
Mormons or Catholics? How many wives were there?
There was only one wife and only one husband. But they had several foster children.
Oh,
what
so
year
they're good
was
people.
This?
They're
what
good
year
people.
Was this?
Yeah. So this was in 1997.
Okay.
Danny, the father, was a mailman working in the rural town of Lyons, Georgia.
Oh, Lord, Lyons.
Where he met Kim Lamp. Kim had a lot of drug issues, and she was living out of her car. She was addicted to drugs when they met each other.
She did it.
But despite all of that,
don't judge.
Despite all that, he still married her, and they had I didn't read too much about the family dynamics, but I know that there was like one adopted child from her, or 1 or 2 adopted children from her, and then I think they had like one of their own children, and then everybody else was a foster child.
Yeah.
And Kim actually was a foster child herself.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I guess
I think that's really cool.
That's pretty cool.
So anyway, Danny helped Kim get back on the straight and narrow, quote unquote, straight and narrow, and they were considered to be a very religious family, and they were really liked in their community. Okay. These are the victims, ladies.
Oh gosh, sorry.
Oh, my
bad. You got to start with that.
Okay.
So we can
Damn.
I was telling you about the people.
You were just telling us about the. You know what? Lead.
I'm
with
just
this
starting my story. I'm starting.
Whatever. We can.
All right.
Well. Okay.
I take nothing back, but
All
I
right.
kind of
So it all happens on December 3rd, 1997, around 4 a.m. A farmer and his wife.
Nothing good happens after 2 a.m.
Right. Remember, there are 7 children and 2 adults. So a farmer's wife around 4 a.m. were woke by their barking dog that just would not stop.
Yeah.
And they look out their window and they see 3 girls.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! No!
Walking.
Oh God. Okay.
Barefoot.
Yeah.
In their nightgowns.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I already got the chills. Just so you know.
Yes.
Ghosts.
This is the chills. That part is why I continued reading.
Oh God! I saw your hand, Steph, and I got so scared. Oh God.
Okay.
I gotta close my window now. Hold on. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
They're ghosts.
No. Go ahead.
All right. So, their ages.
What are you doing out? Wait, are these their girls or just 3 random girls?
These are the 3 girls
from the family. She's about to tell you.
I'm gonna tell you. So they immediately called the police. The farm family, the farmer and his wife. They immediately called the police, and the girls were aged from 8 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
They happened to be 45 miles in Bacon County, away from their home.
Oh my God!
On Dasher Lane in Santa Claus. So they lived on Dasher Lane in Santa Claus.
Yeah.
But they were 45 miles away from their home.
Where they lived. Wow.
Oh, so it wasn't their parents that saw them.
No,
it was a
random farmer and his wife.
My bad.
Yeah. I'll tie everything together at the end so you understand clearly.
No, this is good. I'm following.
This is fine.
Okay.
This is fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in.
So
that's why I didn't get the chills, because I thought it was their parents. I was like, why didn't they go get them?
So the police arrived, and the girls told the police that they had been taken from their home, and the oldest had been raped and sodomized.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
Yeah. They also told the police that where they lived, and then shortly after that, the police arrived at their home in Santa Claus.
You know, this is like not something fun to talk about, but
yeah,
wouldn't it be like? It would be so strange to hear the description of a child like describe what happened to her, because I'm sure. I'm not gonna say I'm sure, but like for her to know like the word rape, you know, and like for her to know like I, in my mind, I doubt she would say like I got raped, you know, like I feel like she would describe what happened to her, and then you like,
and so you just surmise it as
yeah. But like that would be like really upsetting to hear that description, you know, like. This happened to me from like a 10-year-old girl.
Right.
For sure.
Terrible. Okay.
So when the police arrived at the home on Dasher Lane, the door was ajar and no one answered when they called into the house. Remember, there are 7 people plus the parents. 7 children plus the parents.
So 2 kids should be home and 2 parents should be home, because 3 girls were found 45 miles.
Wait, no, it's 7 kids total, right? So there should be
7 kids total.
So 4.
7 kids total.
So 9 total in the house.
Were the other 4 boys? Is it 4 boys, 3 girls, or?
I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
So nobody answered the door, and so they went in with flashlights not to disturb any evidence. And they had their guns at the ready, just in case the perpetrator was still there. So they got to the master bedroom, and they found 43-year-old Danny Daniels sprawled out beside his 33-year-old wife, Kim, and both were drenched in blood, and body parts were shattered across the room.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Wow.
In another room, Bryant was shot holding his teddy bear.
Oh.
Yeah. And then in the hallway, they found Jessica Daniels, a 16-year-old, still in her nightgown with her face shot off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So she definitely shot at close range.
Okay. Were the mom and dad shot too?
Yeah, their parts were shattered across the room.
Okay, I just didn't know. Like, I didn't know if you meant like
cut up.
Like severed limbs. If
no,
that's
they
how
were
died.
shot. Everybody was shot.
Everybody. Okay. Okay.
Everybody that I just mentioned was shot.
Okay.
At either close or far range.
Okay.
After finding three dead bodies, the police searched the room to make sure the perpetrator wasn't there, and on the premises.
So wait, that's 4 bodies right there, right?
That's 4 bodies.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Wait.
Brian, Jessica.
4. Yeah, 4. Yeah, sorry, excuse me.
So we still have 2.
My notes were wrong. 4 dead bodies.
Okay.
So there's 2 people still somewhere.
Okay.
So they searched the perimeter to make sure they didn't find any more dead bodies or the perpetrator. They didn't find any more bodies.
Well, I hope they didn't screw up the DNA by stepping all over the place.
It's 1997. What do you think happened?
Right.
Sure they did.
But in a closet, frightened to death, not literally.
Okay.
They found Corey, 4 years old, and Gabe, 10 months old.
Oh my God. Yeah. That's too close to home right there.
Right, I know. And when I read that, I was like, okay, should I stop?
Yeah. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I would have.
I think I should stop reading this. And I was like, no, he's alive. He's alive.
Yeah. But imagine what he's,
I know.
Yeah.
They were both foster children also. To the family. So, but in the investigation, they discovered that the killer entered through the bathroom window, and it seemed that the Daniels were murdered for apparently no reason at all. Like they were just like a random family on the street that he just jumped in their house. That's what it seemed like, because he didn't steal anything. The murderer didn't steal anything. He just came in and killed them.
Wow.
And left.
Yeah. But
and took the 3 girls.
Okay.
And left the boys. Took the girls and left the boys.
Well, there was Jessica,
except for
right?
Jessica.
Well, he killed Jessica and Bryant, the mom and the dad,
and did not kill the 2 little.
And did not kill the 3 girls that he took with him and the 2 little boys.
But he saw the 2 little boys. He just didn't.
I mean, I don't know if he saw them.
We don't know what Gabe, the 4-year-old, said. We don't know.
But I'm going to tell you more. So while the police cleaned and collected evidence, the Toombs County Police questioned neighbors in search of the killer and identified, although they were asking all these questions to the neighbors, the 3 girls had already identified the killer. They had already told the police in Bacon County who the killer was.
So they knew the person by name.
They knew the person by name. To them, the killer was called Scott Taylor. But to the public, it was Jerry Hedler.
Okay.
Jerry Scott Hedler. Heidler. Am I saying that right? Hedler?
Heidler?
Heidler. Heidler. Whatever. He's not important.
Yeah.
He's important, but he's not important because he killed people.
Yeah.
But anyway, so everything pointed to him. And theories and speculations rose because it was a small town. Everybody started thinking things. And one of the things that they thought that it was because he had been having an affair with Jessica.
The 16-year-old.
The 16-year-old that he had.
How old was Jesse or Scott or whatever?
He was 20.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, as far as the manhunt goes, this was not a big one. They had him pinned down really quickly. They made their way to his home in Bacon County, where the deputy arrived at his house, and Jerry was walking out the back door.
Oh, wow.
They made eye contact, and Jerry ran back inside.
Oh, to the house?
Back inside the house. Yeah.
But wouldn't you? I'd run back inside.
I wouldn't run back inside. I would try to find a car or something and get in my car and drive as fast as I could.
Did he live 45 minutes away?
Yeah. So the
40
family,
miles?
family lived in Santa Claus.
Okay.
And he lived in Bacon County, which is 45 minutes away.
Where the girls
were dropped off.
Were dropped off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they made eye contact. He ran back in. They called for backup. And Jerry's brother came out and said, "I'm the only one here."
Oh.
Like I'm the only one here.
Like we just saw him go in the house.
Right. We just saw Jerry, bro.
What you talking about?
Right. So
we made eye contact. Yes. Eye contact.
Yeah. So the backup arrived and they went inside and they found Jerry huddled in a crawl space below the house. But they had to he wouldn't come out, obviously, so they had to get down and get in here and drag him out, basically. So at that time, Jerry
they made eye contact. What are you doing?
He's not very bright.
He's not very bright.
Yeah.
But at that time, the police arrested Jerry and his brother. Mm-hmm. All right. So during the family's funeral service, the Daniels family funeral service, the Reverend Wood mentioned that the family had invited Jerry to church, and he had lived with the family briefly for the past few months.
So Jerry was living
Jerry was living in the house with the family for a few months. Mm-hmm. So the detectives continued their investigation and determined that the motive was that something had happened.
Oh, obviously.
No shit.
Between the family and him. Right.
Obviously.
So a relative leaked that Jessica had broke off a brief romantic affair with him that she was having with Jerry.
So was it an affair that wasn't did the parents disapprove?
I don't know. It didn't tell too much about what the affair was going and why it ended. I don't know. They were probably tired of each other.
She's 16.
Well, yeah, no, for sure.
Old. Yeah.
But was he married? Because those are the things that.
No, he wasn't married. But I'm gonna tell you, he did have other people. He did have other girls.
Oh, so she got tired of that shit.
Yeah, there's more to the story that made him
go crazy,
influenced him to kill people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, anyway, basically, the family was very close to him. They knew him. He had lived with them for a while. So, why did he kill them? Other than the only motive being a breakup, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Jessica. So, at trial, the judge said you could be executed, and without flinching, Hedler said, "I killed them all."
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
without flinching.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to tell Hedler's story.
Ugh.
So Hedler said that he used a step ladder to enter the bathroom window, and he shot Bryant first, then Jessica as she ran towards him, which alerted the parents, and he killed Kim and Danny in quick succession. So there was no time between them.
Yeah. But did he go with an intent to kill the whole family or just Jessica? I wonder.
I think he just went with the intent to kill Jessica.
And then things
they just happened to wake up.
Yeah.
But he referred to it all as a dream and told the GBI agents that he wanted them to be in the dream with him.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
He said that on December 3rd and 4th, Hedler said that he attended a funeral of a stillborn baby he had been the father of with another woman. Or another woman that he had never seen before.
Wait, hold on. What?
Right.
All right, motherfucker crazy.
Hold on. Hold on. So he said he was the father of the baby, but he had never seen the woman before?
He had never seen the woman before, but he attended the funeral of a stillborn baby of the woman he'd never seen before.
So doggy style?
I guess that's what he meant.
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know.
So then after the funeral, he walked to the home of a friend and had some beers and played some pool and dominoes or whatever. and then went to his mom's
dominoes.
home.
I don't think they play dominoes in Vidalia. You're too
No, he did. Like reading it, they said dominoes.
The article said dominoes.
Yes, yes,
that's funny.
Yes, I was surprised by that too.
I'm like, is this a Caribbean island right now?
Well, there are a lot of immigrants in Vidalia because of the Vidalia farms.
Yeah.
True.
So after that, he went.
I know, right?
Who opened their minds? I want to know.
Probably the farmers.
Yeah.
Then he went to his mom's house where the family started talking about the funeral of the stillborn baby. So then he ran out, swiped his friend's van, and drove to Santa Claus to kill Jessica. That's what he said. He grabbed the car and drove to kill Jessica. He didn't grab a gun. He only got in the van. So when he got to Santa Claus, he grabbed a semi-automatic gun from Danny's gun cabinet.
Oh,
the dad.
This is my question in all of this. Like, you're asleep, right? But you hear, like, I am a light sleeper. I have evidence. I'm a light sleeper. Thank you, Fitbit.
Yeah.
It told me I'm a light sleeper. I'm a light sleeper. So anything that's like unusual, like when Yender goes to the gym and he enters the door, I hear him enter and that wakes me up.
Yeah.
Every time. No matter how quiet he tries to be. Unless I'm in deep sleep.
Yeah.
But if you're sleeping, don't you think you're going to hear some of these things? Like somebody,
if you have 7 kids,
put it on the wall.
I was going to say the same thing.
Climbing in the bathroom.
If you have 7 kids, though, somebody's going to the bathroom. The door could have been closed. You just ignore
used to
that
all random
stuff.
Noise. Yeah.
Yeah. Like in my house, my parents would 4 children, not 7, but 4 kids, 1 house. Like you would have to walk past my parents' bedroom to get to the restroom when we were growing up in New Jersey. And my parents, they might have been awake, but they never checked.
Yeah, they know. Yeah.
You would never checked anything.
Especially with like a 16-year-old when they're old enough to like go in and
sneak out the house
Yeah.
from the window. My parents never heard shit. So, and like I said, you have to walk across their bedroom to get to the window.
Be like, did she leave again? Be like, yeah, just go to sleep. She left.
Go back to bed. She'll be back soon.
Yeah.
But if it's like these are all younger kids except for Jessica.
Yeah.
Jessica was the only older child, so everybody else should have been in their bed asleep.
Yeah, I guess at 4 a.m. Yeah.
At 4 a.m. They should have been.
3-year-old probably got up to see what was going on. Probably thought it was somebody else. Maybe he heard and he got up to see what was going on. And then Jessica followed him thinking that he was going to the bathroom or something.
Also, do we know how big the house is, and
that's true.
I don't know how big the house was. It didn't say, but it was not like, well, in the description it just said it was like a quaint house.
Yeah. And I doubt they're like super wealthy and have a huge house.
Well, he was a mailman, so.
Oh, yeah. So.
And she didn't work.
And it didn't say that she worked, but I'm assuming she was probably just a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah, with 7 kids.
With 7 kids, like, yeah.
A 10-month-old,
A 10-month-old for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe helped out with the community and the church or whatever.
Yeah.
But
anyway. But if you're doing all that, I'm sure you're tired when you get home too, though.
Right. Anyway, so he remembered pulling the trigger continuously and even remembers having to reload the gun.
Oh my God. So at that point, you did it. There's no like, I was sleeping. Like, no.
No, he was not dreaming. No sleepwalking. No.
So then he said he took the 3 survivors to the Altamaha River, raped the 10-year-old girl, and threw the gun in the river to never be found. Then he dropped them off and returned to his mom's house. In his confession, agent said he had all ranges of emotion, but was indifferent with what he had done. Like, he was indifferent to the fact that he had killed those people.
Gotcha.
So he showed like all kinds of emotions except for remorse.
When he was talking about himself, I'm sure he showed emotion, but when he talked about them, he didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
So death penalty specialist. Now, I don't know what a death penalty specialist does. And it sounded really interesting to me when I read it.
A death penalty specialist.
Like, are you a psychiatrist or
like a lawyer too of some sort? I don't know.
Are you an anesthesiologist or what are you?
Yeah.
Because you either kill
That'd
people
be a terrible job,
or you decide if they die. You decide if they die or you just kill them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, Mike Garrett said after talking to Hedler, he said that he was physically sick and mentally disabled or disturbed, and that the trial should be done far away from the small town spotlight.
Oh.
So on July 6, 1999, that's 2 years later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hedler escaped jail.
Oh gosh.
Another fucking Bundy. God damn. What were they? Did they need to refill the coffee that badly? Get another goddamn donut?
How did he do? Did they say how he did it? Did he dig?
I didn't read into.
Did he lose a lot of weight and carry himself through the light?
Yeah,
like Bundy did.
I know.
I didn't read a lot into how he escaped, but they did say when they searched his cell, they found a lot of like makeshift, like shanks or whatever, from like things from the jail.
Yeah.
But he escaped, but he was quickly captured and returned back to his trial.
Good.
Hedler's defense team played up the mental illness defense, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And even had a young woman, a young mom of 3, testify saying that he was like he was 20 years old, but his mind was like a teenager.
Yeah.
He was a high school dropout.
Decided to date a freaking baby. 16, and still a baby.
But he was a babysitter of these 3 kids.
Oh, God.
Babysit her 3 kids. The woman that testified.
Yeah. Well, so she testified like in defense of him, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Honey.
So she trusted him with her 3 kids.
No, she better ask those kids like what was going on.
She's exactly. She's not asking the right questions.
So, anyway, he was a high school dropout, arrested for petty theft, had 2 DUIs, and he was described as a good guy, a good God-fearing, a good guy. Mm-hmm. And anyway, that was his testimony, or his testimony.
Her testimony.
Yeah, testimony. And the Daniels family were described as being a God-fearing family and who lived in a storybook life. So, like, they had a picture-perfect life, basically.
Yeah, I doubt that too, though,
Yeah, I mean, right. Everything looks good on the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Basically, at the end, he said he didn't know what he had done, but he got the death penalty. No, the death penalty was revoked, but he was given 4 death sentences. I don't know what the difference is.
Well, that means you just stay in life.
Stay until death.
Yeah, like 4 times over.
Yeah. I don't know how you're going to die 4 times.
But you just die naturally, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah.
Really old, ashy skeleton.
So he got 4 death sentences with 2 life sentences and an extra 110 years.
Oh, God.
On 3 counts of kidnapping, 3 counts of sodomy, and child molestation and burglary. So that is the story of Mr. Hedler, Jerry Hedler, and his murders of the Daniels family in Santa Claus.
That's crazy. You know, those girls are like our age now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because 97, I mean, we
97,
were like...
Yeah, I was 7 years old.
Those girls, so... Mm-hmm. That, and I mean, their story is out there, you know.
They're my brother's age.
Yeah.
Y'all's age, I guess.
Yeah. So that's crazy.
Right. Well, I thought it was interesting and sad at the same time.
Yeah, it is sad. Oh my gosh. those are always. I mean, those stories always like draw you in.
Yes.
Think about
the children ones are so interesting, but they're it's children.
Yeah.
So you're just kind of like, I feel really bad about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least, I mean, I know that the survivors have to deal with that that being in their past, and probably could be really messed up for it. But they were all, I hate to say this, they were all foster kids. We don't know what their life was like at the Daniels, even though the Daniels were described as a good family.
But also, what if this was for the worst? Like,
exactly.
They can't do anything good in their lives.
Yeah.
Is how I feel like these children would view it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like I moved from home to home to home, and maybe they found a good home finally, and then this happened.
And then this happens. Like, just bad luck follows them everywhere they go.
Yeah.
But also, do you feel like the family was like naive for trusting him to live with them?
Well, I was just gonna say it's not something that I hear about a lot, like
anymore. I think
no, but just culture, because like one of my friends was like, "Oh yeah, my boyfriend in high school when I was 16 got kicked out of his house, and he lived with me and my mom."
Yeah, so it's pretty
like
normal.
It's normal, but it's also not.
Well, I was gonna say, like, these obviously, like, they have so many foster kids, like they're used to taking people.
Yeah, so they're
right.
Yeah, you're right.
And then they're kind of always, they might have that mentality that like we can help him. Like they think they can help anybody get through anything when they might not be the most qualified people to do. Like sometimes love isn't enough, or like a house and food is not enough to fix somebody's mental illness, right?
Yeah.
So they might have thought like, well, we can help him and he'll finally change, but no, it didn't work.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Well, Jessica did change him, actually, I guess.
Well, made him murder? Well, not made him. Like it's not her.
It's not her
fault. Yeah.
True.
I mean, something triggered him, but like
it was the dead stillborn child that triggered him.
Do we know if that's true? Like
that's what he said.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know if anything's true. Like you know.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's insane.
He could have just been really mad.
How does he not know the woman? How did he never see the woman?
Because I think it was all made up. Like he was just,
That's what I'm saying. I don't believe the dead baby story. The stillborn baby story. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Because if he's never seen the mom, like how high was he?
Yeah. He said in the article it just said he had a couple beers. That's what he said. And I don't think it was just a couple beers. I think it was some other stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, if he had side pieces, like I just wonder, like, was it just like a toxic relationship that like no matter how you thought about it had an ugly ending?
But also they mentioned the evaluator, was it the death sentence evaluator or whatever, said that he was mentally ill.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and also the woman that testified said that he had the mind of a teenager, yet he was in a 20-year-old body. So maybe he just thought that he was doing the right thing.
I don't know. Yeah, or maybe he didn't realize, like he said, I went there to kill her, but like, okay, do you understand what kill is? Like, do you understand that when you shoot people, you like, okay, you guys have seen Tiger King, right? Like,
nope.
Oh, except for you saw Tiger King. Okay, like are you gonna watch it, Anita?
No.
Okay.
I started watching it and I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Carol Baskin.
Yeah.
Killed her husband, whacked him. Hey, tell me it didn't happen.
How can you not love that though?
Carol Baskin.
I know, for real. Fucking Carol Baskin.
Yeah. But like when the guy
on
TikTok.
On TikTok. Yeah. But anyways, the guy ends up shooting himself, but it's because like he's like, oh, like there's not like the gun won't go off, like if there's no bullet in the whatever chamber or whatever. But then he like
blows his head off.
And then and then blows his head off. And like when they're talking to the guy that he was talking to, they were like, no, he didn't know he didn't mean to kill himself. Like he actually didn't know that the gun was going to go off and like shoot him in the head. So like, you know, and I don't think he was the brightest guy either because he was also always high on cocaine stuff.
Was it the kid that had the messed up teeth?
No.
No.
It was his other husband. That was his first husband.
The other straight guy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The other straight guy that slept with him for drugs. Yeah.
That married him for drugs. Yeah.
Wow. So that's what I'm saying. Like he may not have known. Like when I pull this gun,
what's gonna happen?
Exactly.
But he said he felt like he was in a dream, but then remembered pulling the trigger continuously.
Yeah. And
probably, I mean, well, when you're dreaming, do you if it's a vivid dream, you remember.
Yeah.
I mean, if it is a vivid dream, but I don't have very many vivid dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're a light sleeper, Anita.
Yeah. And with this motherfucker having mental, it just sounds like he couldn't tell if this is true.
Mm-hmm.
Like what he said was true. It doesn't sound like he can tell the difference between reality and what's in his head and his imagination.
Yeah.
So I feel like he probably didn't realize that was going to be a consequence.
Mm-hmm.
Like, granted, I don't know what he thought the end result was going to be, but
no, they were making excuses for him either because
right.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. No, not at all. But I'm saying, like, if he really thought he was in a dream state, or like maybe he really just, because he has a child's mentality, didn't know what the consequences of his actions were going to be, like you were saying earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But do you think that what he got in the end was justice enough for the family, the Daniels family?
I mean, if he never got out of prison and died in prison, then I guess I feel okay with that decision. But I'm also not, emotionally attached to it.
Right.
I'm an outsider.
Right.
So only those girls know, right?
True.
Yeah.
If they got justice or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As long as the girls hopefully got help, got therapy, maybe some
and
good.
And the 10-month-old.
Good men.
Yeah.
And I hope that the 10-month-old doesn't remember jack shit.
I know. Yep.
Yeah.
Then I think that it was enough justice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys want to end it on this note?
Yeah. Let's end it on something happy.
Let's end it on
okay,
positive.
So something positive. Something positive.
I'm going to the beach next week.
Is there room? Is there room for us?
Yeah, there is room. There is
really?
room. Okay. Anybody else got some other good news or no? I'm the only one.
I was thinking about visiting my family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weekend maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
you can visit them on your way back from Tybee. How about that?
Right.
Hey.
I wonder if the Crab Shack is open right now.
As long as Wet Willie's is open, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
That's true. Ooh, I miss a good Wet Willie's.
I know.
A good slushy.
There's one in Buckhead.
Yeah, there's one.
Yeah, there is.
Mm-hmm.
There is. But it's nothing like being.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same as being on River Street or on Tybee.
I know.
The memories are just different. They hit different. It just hits different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I miss it so much.
Well, I'm glad it didn't get canceled on you guys.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah,
all my trips have been canceled because of COVID.
I'm still scared about our November trip to Europe.
Oh, I think you'll be good by November. Hopefully, you'll be good by November.
But like they're saying that another wave is supposed to hit in the fall, so that makes me nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
well, we just got to learn how to live with this,
No, for sure, but it's still scary,
right?
Especially with your mom,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I got to see my mom and celebrate her birthday with her on Monday.
Yeah.
And then on Tuesday was my parents' 31st anniversary.
Oh, cute.
And I know they were so precious. They I kept I sent you guys the picture, but we found the radio.
Oh yeah.
For my parents' love story, and then my dad was like, "You see this scratch right here? This is the scratch I made to make your mom think that it was old and used."
Oh my goodness. That's so cute.
I was like, oh, it's so cute. The cassette player still worked. Like all of it was still working 100%. Awesome. It was
You better keep that radio. It's going to be worth a lot of money in the future.
I know. It probably already is a lot of worth a lot.
It's 33 years old. My dad gave it to her 33 years ago.
People are going to be collecting that, you know?
Yeah. So. Well, you guys want to say adios, gorditas?
Chao. 3, 2, 1.
Puta vida.
Puta vida.
Just say it fast. Puta vida, puta vida, puta vida.
Puta vida, puta vida, puta vida.
Okay.